It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Monarchs and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the London Monarchs and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Here we go.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Open man is Uzama. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Willis. Williams brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession. And there he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Check that.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good.
2nd down. Here's Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, here's Willis. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Ready up.
Here we go on 4th down, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Monarchs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Giants now are going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Herbert's throw taken in by Slayton.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That ball caught by Slayton. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready? Go, League, go!
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Willis on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Right there.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down at the 25. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds or kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Dobbins trying the left side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Three quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Monarchs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. He's got Slayton on the slant. Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. London about set to take over on offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Hey, Chris!
On 1st down, Willis going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert.
Complete. Smith has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Room here to run.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Bobcats.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 56 yards. And the Monarchs tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Herbert.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert back to the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, but by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on